So this song was teased at the end of. Crap, I can't remember the name of the last song they released. The recent track from D12 from Swifty and Kaniva, right? Break It Down? I think it's called Break It Down, yeah. Anyway. So this was teased at the end of the video. So Nightmare with Exhibit and Ice-T. Now, again, I've already mentioned the fact that we've only seen Swifty and Kaniva be part of the the current iteration of D12. We don't know if we're going to get Bizarre. We don't know if we're going to get Porter. Well, Proof, unfortunately, has passed away. So it's a weird one. And of course, they're on their own. Because My Brother's Keepers Entertainment, I'm assuming, is the label that they're under. They're no longer associated with Shady Records or Aftermath. But Exhibit, huge name. Ice-T. Again, Exhibit and Ice-T are legends. The legendary OGs, as they say. So I don't know what to expect from this. Because normally D12 is into that horrorcore kind of vibe to it, which was extremely associated with Eminem's brand, his initial young Slim Shady brand. So horrorcore or just just like extreme lyrics were a huge part of their IP. But now I'm assuming they switched it up. So let's see how it goes. I'm curious. Let's jump in. D12, Nightmare Walking, featuring Exhibit and Ice-T. Let's go.
Hey yo, you ready, X?
Yeah. I'm a nightmare walking.
D12, X to the Z.
I'm a nightmare walking.
Big homie Ice-T. West Coast to the 313.
I'm a nightmare walking. Psychopath talking. I am a nightmare walking, psychopath talking. These bullets gon' bite you when these dogs start barking. The art of intimidation and focused aggravation has brought us to this moment. I'm filled with anticipation. Nigga, I'll put you in the trunk and help your family look for you. Don't fuck with me, a great nigga with a good lawyer. Smack you in the mouth, fix your face for you. Sometimes violence is vital to keeping law and order. See how easy that was, now there's an understanding. I never panic, I hit the target and stick to landing. I'm heavy-handed, I use the hammer to my advantage. Murder you in your kitchen, get some fixings and make a sandwich. Brain damage, psychosis, diagnosis. I bury all of you cockroaches. No more talking, no more speaking. You done hopped your ass off in the deep end, motherfucker, let's see.
Make moves, we don't fight fair, spark 'em. Buff some iced tea that turn into a nightmare walking. We all bite, you just right there barking. You scared of confrontation, I take flights there often. Make moves, we don't fight fair, spark 'em. Buff some iced tea that turn into a nightmare walking. We all bite, you just right there barking. You scared of confrontation, I take flights there often. I make drama a spy day, bring it to all your hombres. With a midnight or broad day, leave them slumped in the odd way.
It's weird, right? Okay, this is some clarity you get after you grow older. Because remember, when I first listened to D12, I was young. I was in high school. No, was it high school? No, I was younger than that. I think I was in middle school. I think I was like maybe, 6th or 7th grade or something like that. And at that time, for me, it was all about Eminem. Like I mentioned in the previous video for D12, Eminem was my portal into hip hop as a whole, right? So I never appreciated Kaniva's voice. That's one of the huge things I have when it comes to a rapper. If I like your voice, I'm more inclined to listen to your music. Like Wu-Tang, for example. Method Man is a reason I listen to Wu-Tang. Because the way he speaks, the way he raps, his cadence, his flow is smooth in a motherfucker. It's so smooth. A little bit, I listen to Wu-Tang just to listen to Meth. Because he's great. Right? Like, okay, let's talk about rappers I don't like. Jay-Z. I will not deny his pen. I will not deny his success. I will not deny the impact he's had on hip hop. I cannot stand his fucking voice. It irritates me. His voice grates on me. Kanye West, same thing. His voice annoys the fuck out of me. Cannot stand it. It doesn't matter how good of an artist you are or a good musician you are. If I can't listen to you, like if your voice annoys me, I'm writing you off. I don't care. Drake, he's just boring. So I don't give a fuck about that. Love Kendrick. But there are some songs of Kendrick, I'm just like, why did you do that? Like the whole Damn album, I didn't enjoy it. Personally, not for me. T-Pab is his magnum opus as far as I'm concerned. GNX was great, but T-Pab is one album from Kendrick I would listen to start to finish without skipping a single song. Perfection in music. But coming back to these guys again, so it's always been about the voices in D12. And for me, the longest time, it was Proof. Because Proof had that like, that low register and just woof. Songs like Fight Music, in songs like When the Music Stops, like Proof Sucker, I'm a wolf. That whole, he's just got that. He's like DMX, but light, so to speak. Not as hardcore as DMX per se, like in terms of timbre, but he's got that low thing which like rattles in your fucking cage. Your rib cage, you can feel it. You can feel the voice. Again, Matt's got that same vibe. So now, again, just listening to Kanaiva's opening lines, and I'm just like, whoa, okay, right. Kanaiva actually does have a good fucking voice. Anyway, let's just back up a little bit.
A spy day, bring it to all your hombres with a midnight or broad day, leave them slumped in the odd way. Thought we was done, expose their true colors. Now they get a private view of them, dressed up like one of the Blues Brothers. Popular, they be piecing you together like a puzzle, no ruzzle. Mama on the couch looking body shocked as Blanca. Y'all kiss the floor, face the sky. Beefing with me is like Whole Foods, the stakes is high. Had to look at the old version of this and wave goodbye. This new shit is still popping, though you can't deny. Yeah,
Knife and Swift, alive as it get.
hey yo, Proof, we doing more than surviving in this bitch. Killing them slow, keeping the brand alive up in this bitch. Murk them all with success, they all dying in this bitch. Let me pick which one of y'all I let the Ruger bless. This ain't a movie, nigga, Freddy Krueger in the flesh. Make moves, we don't fight fair, spark them. Buff some iced tea that turn into a nightmare walking. We all right, you just right there barking. You scared of confrontation, I take flights there often. Make moves, we don't fight fair, spark them. Buff some iced tea that turn into a nightmare walking. We all right, you just right there barking. You scared of confrontation, I take flights there often.
Still don't give a fuck about nobody. Flows godly, Cavassier in a Chrysler driving high speed. I'm walking out wobbly in a crowded spot, shooting sloppy as a toddler with a carbine. Trigger happy as 18, they hate me. I scare a nigga half to death in his daydreams. Ain't no coming outside, they ducking, they dodging on shoguns like broke samurais. Try to hide, I'm tracking y'all like rabid dogs. Then sabotage your entourage with cannonballs. Swear to God it's effortless, the exorcist. My head spinning, the shit's deadly as sepsis, bitch. Your mama's in the garbage rotten from throwing rocks and hiding your fists when typing messages. I kill a rapper in his nightmares. When he awakened with shit on his blanket, I'm standing right there.
Wait, hold on a second. I know that sample in the back, that dun, dun, dun. I know that sample. I've heard it before. I'm sure it's not unique or anything like that. I'm sure it's a very common sample used in a lot of hip hop tracks. Dun, 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 dun.
We don't fight fair, spark them, buff
In your fist when typing messages. I kill a rapper in his nightmares. When he awakened with shit on his blanket, I'm standing right there.
make moves.
I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'm okay with being wrong. But that sounds a lot like that sample from Coldplay. So high, so high. I'm feeling drunk and high. So high, so high. It sounds like that melody, right? I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's fucking not. But it's it's just because if it's true, I mean D12 probably Coldplay some shit though. Fuck. But I'm sure it's not true. That's funny though.
We don't fight fair, spark 'em, buff some iced tea that turn into a nightmare walking. We all bite, you just right there barking. You scared of confrontation, I take flights there often. Make moves, we don't fight fair, spark 'em, buff some iced tea that turn into a nightmare walking. We all bite, you just right there barking. You scared of confrontation, I take flights there often.
Wait, we all there?
Make moves, we don't fight fair, spark 'em, buff some iced tea that turn into a nightmare walking. We all bite, you just right there.
We all bite. You just there barking.
I'm a nightmare walking, psychopath talking. I'm a nightmare walking. I'm a nightmare walking, psychopath talking. I'm a nightmare walking, psychopath talking. I'm a nightmare walking.
No!
Five deadly venom and I love women with feminism. And she sucked the meat off the bone, give you that tenderism.
That's meth. That was fucking Method Man's voice. I was just talking about Method Man. What the fuck? So wait, D12's collabing with all the OGs? Is that what's happening? Are they bringing back old school? Is that what D12's trying to do? Because that's Meth's voice, right?
Five deadly venom and I love.
Yeah, that's Meth. That's fucking the M-A-T-H-O-D man.
Women with feminism, and she sucked the meat off the bone, give you that tenderism.
Suck the meat off the bone to get that. See, that's what I'm saying. Ooh. Meth has a way with words and lyrics. Does it? If you're listening to any of the other guys, right? Okay, let's start with the beginning with Exhibit's verse. Okay.
Hey, yo, you ready, X?
Yeah.
I'm a nightmare walking.
D12, X to the Z,
I'm a nightmare walking.
big homie Ice-T, West Coast to the 313.
I'm a nightmare walking, psychopath talking.
I am a nightmare walking, psychopath talking. These bullets gon' bite you when these dogs start barking.
I mean, yeah, Exhibit's known for his gun lyrics. Because apparently he's very good with the nosy. Like, he'll rip through you. At least, that's what the rumors were back in the day. Is that still true? I don't know. But yeah, he loves his gun bars.
The art of intimidation and focused aggravation has brought us to this moment. I'm filled with anticipation. Nigga, I'll put you in the trunk and help your family look for you. Don't fuck with me, a great nigga with a good lawyer. Smack you in the mouth, fix your face for you. Sometimes violence is vital to keeping law and order. See how easy that was, now there's an understanding. I never panic, I hit the target and stick to landing. I'm heavy-handed, I use the hammer to my advantage. Murder you in your kitchen, get some fixings and make a sandwich. Brain damage, psychosis, diagnosis. I bury all of you cockroaches. No more talking, no more speaking. You done hopped your ass off in the deep end, motherfucker. Let's see.
Make moves, we don't fight.
That's the crazy thing, right? There's not much to break down here, lyrically speaking. Because not many metaphors, not many similes, not many rhyme schemes. I mean, nothing clever enough to pick apart, so to speak, right? Everything's just straightforward. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with a straightforward verse. Nothing wrong with that. But it just feels a little out of place with something called a walking nightmare. Know what I mean?
Fight fair, spark 'em, buff some iced tea that turn into a nightmare walking. We all bite, you just right there barking. You scared of confrontation, I take flights there often.
That's a weird line to say. We all bite. Now, Not sure how many of you are familiar with the term of biting. But that was something that essentially means that you are stealing someone's style. So apparently back in the 90s, to quote Method Man, everybody was biting. Everyone took everyone's flows here and there. Now, I mean, that's more prevalent in this day and age more than anything else. Everyone's got the same fucking flow. All the youngsters, so to speak, the hip hop industry all have the same flow, which is kind of boring. So, which is kind of nice when people like Kendrick, Cole, even, all these guys have their own unique way of doing things, their own style, their own sound, which is so much better to listen to. I mean, it's just from a lack of variety that people are like, oh my God, this is so good, right? But again, like even Exhibit's verse, it was very old school, but a little too old school for me personally. Because once you start hearing people with like much more interesting flows, a straightforward flow is not as compelling to go forward to, right?
Make moves, we don't fight fair, stalk 'em. Bump some iced tea that turn into a nightmare walking. We all right, you just right there barking. You scared of confrontation, I take flights there often. I make drama, spy day, bring it to all your hombres. With a midnight or broad day, leave them slumped in the odd way. Thought we were done, expose their true colors. Now they get a private view of them, dressed up like one of the Blues Brothers. Popular, they be piecing you together like a puzzle, no ruzzle. Mama on the couch looking about as shocked as Blanca. Y'all kiss the floor.
Looking as shocked as Blanca. That's funny. I mean, okay, that's okay. I can see the double entendre there, sort of. Blanca, white, you're shocked. You're just like, oh, white with surprise. Or Blanca, the guy from Street Fighter, who is a green monster who can electrify and shock you. Interesting.
Face the sky, beefing with me is like Whole Foods, the stakes is high.
Beefing with me is like Whole Foods, the stakes is high. Because it's expensive? It costs you too much, I guess?
Had to look at the old version of this and wave goodbye.
Yeah, okay, so...
With me is like Whole Foods, the stakes is high. Had to look at the old version of this.
Alright, who are these guys? That's Trick, right, in the back there? Is this the group that Trick's part of? It's fine.
And wave goodbye. This new shit is still popping, though you can't deny. Yeah,
Kanab and Swift, alive as it get.
hey yo, proof we doing more than surviving in this bitch.
Yeah, shout out to Proof.
Killing them slow, keeping the brand alive up in this bitch. Murk them all with success, they all dying in this bitch. Let me pick which one of y'all I let the Ruger bless. This ain't a movie, nigga. Freddy Krueger in the flesh.
So you could see them kind of dipping into the horrorcore vibe again. A little bit. It feels forced though. Because it is, like I said before, HorrorCore was their brand. As D12, that was the brand, right?
We don't fight fair, stalk 'em. Bump some iced tea that turn into a nightmare walking. We all right, you just right there barking. You scared of confrontation, I take flights there often. Make moves, we don't fight fair, stalk 'em. Bump some iced tea that turn into a nightmare walking. We all right, you just right there barking. You scared of confrontation, I take flights there often.
Okay, Swifty. I still think Swift has lost something about Swift that's off. I don't know what it is.
Give a fuck about nobody. Flows godly. Cavassier in a Chrysler driving high speed. I'm walking out wobbly in a crowded spot, shooting sloppy as a toddler with a combi. Trigger happy as 18, they hate me. I scare a nigga half to death in his daydreams. Ain't no coming outside, they ducking, they dodging on shoguns like broke samurais. Try to hide, I'm tracking y'all like rabid dogs. Then sabotage your entourage with cannonballs. Swear to God, it's effortless. The exorcist, my head spinning, the shit's deadly as sepsis, bitch. Your mama's in the garbage, rotten from throwing rocks and hiding your fists when typing messages. I kill a rapper in his nightmares. When he awakened with shit on his blanket, I'm standing right there.
Make moves, we don't fight fair, spark 'em. Buff some iced tea that turn into a nightmare walking. We all right, you just right there barking. You scared of confrontation, I take flights there often. Make moves, we don't fight fair, spark 'em. Buff some iced tea that turn into a nightmare walking. We all right, you just right there barking. You scared of confrontation, I take flights there often.
I'm a nightmare walking, psychopath talking. I'm a nightmare walking.
Where's Ice-T? Like, Ice-T has like small snippets here and there, but where is he in the actual music? Is he giving backup vocals? Is he doing the chorus? Because the chorus is mainly Conniva, right?
I'm a nightmare walking, psychopath talking.
Is that Ice-T? Is that the voice? Doesn't sound like him, but I could be wrong.
I'm a nightmare walking, psychopath talking. I'm a nightmare walking.
No!
5 deadly venom men, I love women with feminism. And she sucked the meat off the bone, give you that tenderism.
Oh, fucking meth, man. Okay, so from time of recording this, it is the 3rd of June. So in about 16 days, we get whatever that is with Method Man. Okay. But yeah, that's Nightmare Walking, D12 featuring Exhibit and at minimum Ice-T. I mean, yeah, it's a bit of a trip to their heart, back to their horrorcore roots, but it's just, it feels forced. It doesn't feel great. I like the beat. I like the music. But lyrics-wise, nothing much to break down, to be fair. All very straightforward bars. I don't think Swiftie has it anymore. At least it doesn't feel like it. Like whenever John jumps to the mic, it feels very it feels very low energy and lacking aggression for what he's trying to say, right? Because when you do horrorcore, you either got to be monotonous and low in your register, or you come fucking hard. And Swiftie has done neither of those things, so it feels a bit. Kanaiba's bringing that energy he always has, which is good. Exhibit's verse seems like almost feels like a throwaway. I feel bad for that. But yeah, I'm not crazy about it. But at the same time, I'm glad they're quote unquote still alive. Although calling themselves D12 with just 2 members seems a bit, I don't know. But if that last snippet is to be believed, an extract with meth, I'm down. I would love to see what they come up with. But yeah, anyway. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. If you like what you see, hit that like button. And if you want to see more stuff like this, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys all in the next one. So from me, you guys, till then, peace. All right.